Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you for returning. Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing an all love oracle messages reading for lovers in separation. So if you are separated currently, or if it's been a while but there's still a connection or a lingering there between you and this person, whether you're somewhat talking or not talking at all, then this reading will be for you. And it's also going to be for fire signs, for Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos. Now it is a general reading, so it will not resonate for everyone, or parts of it will only resonate. So please take what does and leave what doesn't. We're going to just be taking a quick look at the true dynamic of the relationship, what might have caused a separation. Also, we'll take a look at some messages between you and your person. What would you like to say to each other? How do you feel? Things like that. And then we'll get some, we'll see what might need to happen for the reconciliation. And then we'll get some final love oracle advice for you and your person. It's going to be a really fun reading. So sit back, relax, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's see what was the true relationship or the true dynamic of this relationship between you and your person. Also, keep in mind that the energies could be reversed. So we're going to just see what comes out. We got girl with snake, empath and narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable, and boundaries. So this connection might have been based off of a narcissist and empath relationship, meaning that it could have been one-sided in a way. It could have been emotions may not have been mutual or unreciprocated. We got abundance, keep positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude, and bliss. So let's see what else we got. Anything else, Spirit, about this connection? We got boats. See, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure. Okay. I feel like right away, I think that might be it. Let's see. I feel like right away with some of you guys, you're involved with a person who they could have given you everything, like emotionally and even in other ways, but they just chose not to. I think that for some of you, this was a really one-sided situation. And I think that more than anything, you met this person so that you could learn to set boundaries for yourself and to stop taking so much emotional abuse and accepting things in the way that people want to approach you, and accept things in a way that you deserve. I do feel like a lot of you are, if you haven't already come out of it, you will come out of it more freer and, you know, more emotionally intact and stronger. You know, I think you'll come out for the better. And I just think that you've learned a lot of lessons already. But I just feel like with this person, I think that there was a lot of chemistry between you and this person. But I also feel like there was like a lot of, I don't want to say dishonest moments, but mistaken moments. Maybe you guys are just moving with different intentions. I think you were really into this person and you had really good intentions by them, and you wanted this situation to blossom and to be this amazing, you know, this amazing relationship. And there was every reason for it to be, but I just think your person, it wasn't reciprocated. I think that they were just having a good time, or they were just there to play games, or they weren't serious about you. And who knows, maybe that dynamic for them has changed, but initially I just feel like that's kind of like what's the case. Let me just see if anything else will come out to further explain the dynamic. But I do think that anything else, Spirit, that we need to know about this dynamic. See, something just flipped over. The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Yeah, because I'm concerned about that girl with the snake, and that's what I wanted to look further at, and this is what came out. This situation here with this person, now this is going to be harsh, but I mean, it may not be harsh for some of you, but I don't want to beat around the bush and waste time. I just want to, you know, be direct. One of my main goals is to bring clarity to your situation. So But with these two cards, I really feel like this person here is someone you probably should stay or want to stay disconnected from, because I don't feel like they're gonna turn over a new leaf. I don't feel like they're gonna ever I don't feel like they're ever gonna give you the love and attention and respect that you deserve. I think that they were just into playing games because they could, and I think it's their personality dynamic. I think that they're just a hard person to pin down, you know, in a relationship. And I just feel like they like their freedom. They like having involvement, but they're not really looking to be tied down into a relationship or emotionally indebted to anybody. And that's just what I'm picking up. And that's not going to be for everybody. But I just feel like for a lot of you, though, that this person is just somebody that came along, because I think that some of you might have had some bad habits or bad relationship habits that you just kept repeating person after person. Or some of you could have had a person that you were with for a long time, not this person but the person before them, that you were with for a long time, and you know, you were trying to make it work, you were back and forth, and then that finally ended. Then this person came along, and you didn't learn your lesson from the previous person, so they came along to teach you this lesson. And I think they drove it home for you, because I really feel like there was a lot of mental agony with this situation and emotional abuse. That's what I feel. And it's not going to be for everybody, but I think you're going to come out, if you already haven't, if you go through the healing process of what happened and why it happened, and, you know, certain things that, you know, on your end that you allowed to happen, I think you're going to definitely come out emotionally stronger for it and with more self-worth. And I definitely think you'll be in a position to attract, you know, a really good situation to yourself, a soulmate even. But for those of you who know that this person never really treated you right, they never really came forth with the same emotions or the same commitment that you might have been showing, I think you know that, you know, this needs to just, you know, stay where it is. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see if what might have caused, look a little further and see what might have caused the separation. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Can you please tell me what might have caused the separation between my fire signs and their person? Can you please give me some clarity into the separation of this connection? Yeah, but just still looking at these other cards, I just feel like this person came along to help you grow and to get to that next level of self-love. And but I don't really see a reconnection for some of you on with this person. But they serve their purpose. If you're willing to learn the lesson from it, they definitely serve their purpose. But I just feel like the heartache that they caused you, yeah, something flipped over, was relentless. You know, it was really very tough to be involved with this person emotionally. Yeah, okay. Ew. Sorry, I dropped on the floor. She flew right out. Privileged lady, false person. Okay. Let me see if another card comes out. I don't even want another card. But I really... There it is. Okay. Let's see what it is. Concern. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So, a couple things coming up here. There definitely was somebody else involved. And... okay, there was somebody else involved. And I really feel like this person was there before you even met your person. I just think you got invited to the party late and then you didn't even know that there was somebody else there. That's what I think for some of you. And I don't feel like your person was ever intending to be serious with you. And I apologize if that's harsh. So let me see, am I getting anything else? Okay, so some of you now, I just got this. Some of you, there's somebody close to you that you can't really trust. And maybe they were the reason for the separation. Yeah. So that's going to be for a very few select of you. There might have just been someone who, maybe someone who got in the way. Someone you know. But back with the first group of you guys, I definitely think there is a third party involved. I don't think this is a good person. But like attracts like. I think that your person and the person that they were probably already involved with, they're together for a reason. It's just really, they just they caught up like in a negative karma cycle, and you came in with good intentions and stuff, and it just wasn't, I just don't think that there was just nowhere for the relationship to go, because it was almost like you were kind of in a relationship by yourself with this person, because they just were stringing you along. They had somebody else. And I just feel like it ran its course, and that all you can do now is just learn from it. Now, I do feel, though, your person, they're not as cold as I'm, making it out to be, and not that that was my intention. I'm just picking up the energy of the cards. I do think they do have some concern about you. I don't feel like they're gonna come back around and turn over a new leaf or anything like that, but I do feel like they do have somewhat of a heart when it comes to you. And maybe they never meant for things to go as far as they did with you, but they did. And now things are just, the connection has been severed. But I still stand by what I said. I just feel like they just, emotionally, they just weren't a good person for you. Okay, let's see if they have any messages for you. How does your person feel about you or this connection at this time? Yeah, but and let's see. Let's just see what comes out. But yeah, but I'm just strongly getting to, though, that they have somebody else. That person was already involved with them, and they might have been in an on again, off again cycle with their person when they met you, and then they got back together after a while when they were still involved with you. And their new connection with you gave them concern about this connection. But I really just feel like I really don't feel like they just mistreated you so much. That's what I keep getting. Whether they intended to or not, I just, maybe they never intended to treat you the way they did, but they did. I wish I could take back my words. So yeah, they said a lot of things that were they said a lot of things that led you to believe certain things about them or you guys' situation. that were not true, that were not honorable. And they do regret pretty much lying. They regret that. Look at that. I knew exactly what I was doing. So, yeah, you know, it's, this, what I'm getting, guys, is that this person that they're already involved with, even though they don't have the best dynamic with them either, they hold a higher concern for them than they do for you. And you deserve better than that. And I believe that's what you guys are learning, you know, or already have learned. And that this person is somebody that, you know, they knew what they were doing. And I really don't feel like, you know, there's someone that you should try to reconnect with. But obviously I can't tell you, you know, just reading the cards here. Let's see if you have any messages for your person. You know, we're all creatures of free will. So you never know what could happen. And, you know, people... Okay, we got a little group that fell out here. People can change, you know. Let's see. So you're saying to them, or how you feel about them at this time or this connection. I feel you, even though we are apart. I know that I crossed the line with you. I will wait for a sign from you. I remember every detail of that day. So what I'm getting from all of these messages is that you guys are very much still smitten with this person, and that's why you're trying to figure out what happened. I don't think you see this person the way they're coming across in the cards for me. I think some of you really don't feel like see them as being that bad. Maybe they had a situation and you were aware of it, and, you know, you thought that they were more genuine with you because, you know, they said, you know, certain things to make their self or this situation appear a certain way. And, you know, you really like them and you felt a deep connection. So you're still, you know, you're still wondering about, you know, you're still wondering about if this will come back around again, if this can work. But I'm gonna just be honest, guys. I feel like I feel like on your end it's so deep and genuine, but I feel like they kind of sorry for what they did, you know, because they do like you. I'm not discounting that, but I just feel like I don't feel like they're as remorseful, you know. Let's see if anything else comes out. What messages does my fire signs person have for them at this time? What else do they want to say to them at this time? So, and maybe, you know, maybe, let's see what comes out. What I was going to say was maybe on your end, after a while, you kind of picked up that you weren't the only person, or that you kind of picked up that they didn't seem to quite, you know, express their feelings for you in the way that you did for them, but you stayed, you know, involved in the situation because you were hopeful, you know. So I compare others to you, and I can't be with you. So like I said, I do feel like there is, I do feel like on their end, I do feel like they are attracted to you. And for some of you, your person does have feelings for you. However, it does not go as deep as your feelings for them. But they can't be with you. And I really feel like that's not a matter of can't. I just think they're just choosing not to. Because maybe the situation they're already in, it's just easier for them to stay there. Okay. So this is what you have to say to them. I hide my feelings. So they really hurt you, and maybe, you know, and fire signs, you know, you're very prideful, and that's a really beautiful thing about you. So maybe, you know, you're not showing as, you know, that you were hurt as much as you were, which is probably why you guys, you know, kind of like are not talking anymore. But that doesn't mean that your feelings for them aren't still there, because, you know, you did get feelings for them. I don't want to know. So I do feel like the truth came out at some point for a lot of you guys. Even if you just realize that, you know, it wasn't reciprocated. Maybe, you know, you were having one-sided conversations. Maybe they never made an effort to get to know you better, or to go deeper with the connection, or, you know, or the commitment. It was something like that. It was very one-sided, and I still feel like they were very emotionally abusive. I feel like they abandoned you a lot emotionally as well. And I just feel like you liked them so much, and I just think it was a lot of chemistry there between you guys, that you just didn't want to know the truth. Because, you know, the truth hurts. It's hard to accept sometimes. It's not always what we want, so it's hard to, you know, accept. I want to start over. So like I said, you guys, you want to reconnect, but they're saying, I can't be with you. And I really think it's just because, it's not because they can't, they're just choosing not to. I don't know why this happened. Yeah, everything was great. And I'm really getting strongly that you guys met this person when they were supposedly single or available. And I think that's just because they were not with this person at the time. This is a long-term karmic here. Someone that they're off again, on again with. And they're not, you and this person, your person and their person, they're not even good together. But because they have that history, and they may even have children or something like that together, which also, you know, causes a lot of people to, you know, to linger longer than they should in, you know, connections that are negative. But I just feel like, so it just kind of left you like, what happened? Everything seemed like it was fine. What happened? But I think if you look back, you know, you think back, I should say, you will realize that I really feel like it was one-sided. You know, it may not seem like it right off, but I really feel like for a lot of you, it was always one-sided. Okay, so let's see what would need to happen for you and your person to reconcile, or for this connection to be reconnected. Now, this could be for them, for you, or both. So let's just see what the oracle says. Thank you, Spirit. What would need to happen for my fire signs and their person to reconnect? Oh, look at that. So we got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So, you know, remember how I said, and look where it fell. Remember how I said they could, but they're just choosing not to? Maybe it has something to do with, I don't really feel like strongly they're, what they do for a living. I think they may have like a deeper involvement financially with this person. And that just makes it difficult for them to leave. But even so, I just don't feel like they treated you good, like, ever. And I could be wrong, but take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everybody. We got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So for some of you, this reconnection is possible. We got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So I honestly feel like this is not all congruent advice. I feel like some of this is for your person. Some of this is for you. I honestly think they have financial ties, or, you know, and maybe revolving around children. They probably have a child or two, you know, or children together. And I think that's why they feel like, I can't be with you. I do feel like they knew exactly what they were doing when they met you, because, you know, obviously, you know, this has been the situation, you know, this person in their life. And, you know, maybe they just got mixed up with the bad karmic, and, you know, they have children together, and it's not easy to walk away from that. I get that. Okay. But I just feel like they just feel like they have too much going on with this other person, and it's just better for them to stay in their current situation. And I do think that they do realize they lied to you quite a bit. And maybe they didn't realize they hurt you as much, you know? And I feel like almost like you guys might have been the one to cut them off too. Calling your soulmate, reconciliation. So I'm going to be honest. I don't really feel like this person is a soulmate for you. You know what? Let me say this. This person could possibly be a soulmate. I had a situation very similar to this, and I pulled some tarot and I also got a reading done, and it came out that this person was a soulmate. However, they had a situation and, you know, things like that. But I just feel like on their end, it just would take a lot for them to cut ties with everything, and that's how they see it. They're very, this person, your person is a very logical thinker, and logically to them they have too much tied into this other person. So I don't really feel they can even have a business with this person. I don't really feel like they're gonna leave that situation. And I do feel like I honestly think that yes, you could possibly reconcile, but it wouldn't be right away. But I think that more than anything, I think you guys, if you continue to go through your healing process and you let this connection do what it's going to do, if this person is a soulmate, if they're meant to be with you, they'll come back around to you in time. So I would say that for some of you. But for others of you, I just feel like you met this person for a reason, to learn, to grow and heal. And that you can, once you become, you know, once you become, as we say in the spiritual world, whole and complete, where you don't really need anybody to fill your own cup, because you're filling your own cup of self-love and self-worth. And then I think you'll be able to call in your soulmate, and that connection will be true, and it'll be full of bliss and happiness. That's just, you know, what I think. This is a very interesting reading, and it's definitely a lot of different energies coming up, you know, in these final cards here. I don't really feel like this is cut and dry for, you know, for all of you. I think there's different messages coming up for different groups of you, if I can be honest. I do feel like for some of you, the connection is over. Your person is going to stay in their situation. I do feel like for a few of you, this reconnection with this person is possible if they clear up those loose ends. And if they decide to, you know, come back to you. But they would definitely have to, I still feel like they, across the board, that this other person didn't treat you right emotionally. They didn't reciprocate a lot of the effort and emotions that you put into it. So all of that would need to be talked about and worked on. But for some of you, a reconnection with this person is possible if certain things are cleared up, worked on. And I think for some of you, that this was a learning lesson for you, and that you're going to come out the other end with a lot more self-worth and self-love, and then that's when you'll really attract your true soulmate. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is just get a final oracle message and advice for your person, and then I'll get one for you regarding this connection. That's for them. This connection for this relationship. Give me one for my fire signs. Okay, so you got a couple that came out for you. We'll do yours next. Last. Alright, so for them, balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So with your person, I just feel like They need to find balance within themselves, within their life, within this relationship that they're in. And I honestly think that a lot of them feel stuck in it. That's probably why they venture out when they can, but then they go right back to it. And I just think they need to find that inner balance within themselves. And maybe, I just feel like also with them too, they do a lot of compromise with this person. And that just prolongs the cycle that they're in with this person that they're involved with. Okay, so for you, we got beware what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And we got surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So I really think that's beautiful advice for you guys. I think that this situation is something that you don't have any control over. And it's something that you can only, at this point in time, we're all creatures of free will. You can't control what they do or don't do. So all you can do is just take the situation for what it was, learn from it, heal if you need to, and move on. And just let go. And there's freedom in releasing things and in releasing people and energy. And once you do, I really feel like you're going to call in your true soulmate, call in a much better situation, a much more honorable, compatible person to yourself. Okay? And remember that everything that you put out, you do reflect. So what are you putting out there? And what is it bringing back to you? So that's all. I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, if it resonated, please subscribe if you already haven't. Give this video a like. And if you want to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. I upload weekly, so I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Love and light. Bye-bye.